to episode 6 of 40 Dogs in 40 Days. I'm your host, Andrew Whitmoyer, and I really want to thank you again for watching. If you've been following along, if this is your first time, please make sure to subscribe to the show, and please check out the other episodes. Episode 1, I gave a little history about the hot dog, and we did the New York style. And then each episode after that, we just covered different styles of hot dogs. If you're not familiar with the concept, I did find a chart. There's 40 different styles of hot dogs on it. And so I'm just taking 40 days here to try each dog, do a little demo, and then show them off to you and figure out which ones I like the best. So as I said, this is episode 6, and we are going to be looking at the Doyer Dog today. If everybody could, I do have some social media outlets I'd love people to follow. First and foremost, my Twitter is 40 Dogs 40 Days. And my Instagram is AVW606. It's actually my own personal Instagram, but please feel free to follow it. And I also do have a YouTube channel as well, so 40 Dogs in 40 Days. Probably where you're watching this from, but like I said, love you to follow, comment on the dogs, and if you think something should have been different or whatever, please let me know. So let's talk about the Doyer Dog. So the Doyer Dog, which does sound a lot like the Dodger Dog, is actually a variation of the Dodger Dog. Again, the Dodger Dog comes from Dodger Stadium. It's the highest selling hot dog in all of Major League Baseball. And the concession team at the Dodger Stadium decided to start having little variations on the Dodger Dog itself. One of them is the Doyer Dog. It was introduced in 2011. It's actually named after the way Mexican immigrants and their children growing up actually pronounce Dodgers, Los Doyer. So that's what they named it after, because it does have a little bit of a Mexican influence to the dog build itself. Price for it is actually twice as much as the traditional Dodger Dog. And the early Doyer actually did have a chili on it, but it doesn't currently. Like I said, for the most part, each dog I do try to keep to what the chart that I'm following does say. Again, if it's your first time watching, please follow my Twitter. I do have that chart so you can see all the dogs I'm going to be covering. You can also send me other dogs that you may want me to try out after the original 40 are done. I'd love to keep this going and do that as well. So for the build off the chart, it does include a 10-inch wiener. Like I said in the last episode, I can't really source those. It's kind of hard, just with quarantine and everything, and it's a very specific made for Dodger Stadium wiener. So I will be, again, using, like last time, the Nathan's Colossal. I think that's just going to be the closest to what I can get for what they use. Use a standard bun, just like the Dodger Dog, and it does have mustard like the Dodger Dog, but then this is where it changes. You're going to have nacho cheese, pickled jalapeno, and salsa as well. Not a ton to demo today, but I am going to do pickled jalapenos. So that's going to be a 10-minute quick pickle. So we'll show you how to do that. I'll include the recipe as well before I do that. Then we'll cook the hot dog, build it, and taste test it. So let's get started with some demos. All right, so we're gonna get started on our quick pickled jalapenos. So for my recipe, I'm gonna be doing 3 whole jalapenos here, 1 clove of garlic, a half a cup of white vinegar. That's just a distilled white vinegar. Half a cup of water, a tablespoon of sugar, and a half tablespoon of salt. So first and foremost, we're gonna start with slicing the peppers. When it's all said and done, what about that thickness on there? For the garlic, it's gonna be super easy. Just need smashed garlic. Don't need to mince it or anything like that. So just gonna cut off the root end. Give it a really good smash so it breaks it up, really releases that garlic flavor when it's gonna be in the pot with the jalapenos. So you got a really nice smashed piece here. And now we're just gonna go over to the oven. All right, so we're over at the oven. And we're gonna start pickling, the process of pickling our jalapenos here. So in here, I have my half cup of vinegar and half cup of water. Just go ahead and mix it together because it's gonna go into the pot anyways. So add that. And then we also have our tablespoon of sugar and a half tablespoon of salt in here. Again, all mixed together because it's just going all in. Turn this on high, gonna let that sugar and salt dissolve in the mixture, and we want to bring it to a boil. If you're familiar at all with making pickles, this is actually a really basic brine. We just really want the jalapeno flavor to really shine in the pickle, so that's why we're doing a little bit more of a basic brine here instead of any other sort of like flavored or like red wine vinegar or something like that. All right, so we're at a really rapid boil now. So all you have to do is cut that off. Don't want any more heat going to it. I'm gonna move it to the middle here so it's off the still hot burner. And at this point, I just need to add in the jalapeno and the garlic as well. And then you just want to stir that in so it's all mixed in really well. And away from the heat, you just want to let that sit for between 8 to 10 minutes. So we'll be back. All right, jalapeno's been sitting in the pickling liquid for right around 8-10 minutes. So I'm just gonna take a little kind of mason jar here and transfer those over to that. Make sure not to leave the garlic in there. So now I got them all in the jar. I'm actually gonna take this over to the sink and top it off with some pickling liquid. I'll be right back. All right, so here we go. Got our pickles covered in liquid. Just wanna let this finish cooling down, and then you can seal them, put it in the fridge. It lasts right around 2 months inside the fridge. So as always, got my trusty little flat top pan going here. Got some oil in there to get it hot. Like I said, I'm gonna be using the Nathan's Colossal Dog for this one, so I'm gonna grab that real quick. Got that guy? So I'm just gonna put it on the pan and let it start cooking. About halfway down here with the dog, just getting really nice and crunchy brown caramelized exterior. So about this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw my bun in the oven just to get it warmed up. All right, at this point, got a really nice crunchy exterior for the dog. Should be really fully warm on the inside. So I'm gonna pull it off, stick it in the bun, and we can get it building. All right, back to build the dog. So we got our standard bun, our Colossal Nathan's inside there, all nice and warm and cooked up. So first and foremost, gonna go ahead and add some of the nacho cheese. Now I could have made my own nacho cheese, but I really wanted a more stadium experience. So I just warmed up some queso that has some peppers in it and gave it more of that kind of Mexican feel. And we'll do, up next some salsa. Again, could have made my own. Went with a nicer canned or a jarred version of salsa. Just can get more of that kind of taste of what it'd be like to get one at a stadium. Next we'll do our pickled jalapenos. And lastly, our traditional ballpark French's yellow mustard. All right, there we go. The Dodgers Doyer Dog. Let's go give it a taste. All right, just finished taste testing the Doyer Dog. Way different than the Dodger Dog, obviously. Actually, I like this one more. Pickled jalapeno was really nice on there. It's just a nice little acidity, but heat with that salsa and the ballpark queso. Tasted like I was right in the stands. It was really, really good. Go with a 4 dog on this one for sure. So next dog is actually going to be our first corn dog of the little challenge here, and that is going to be a Korean style dog. If you want to see what that looks like on the chart, please go check out my Twitter, 40 dogs 40 days. It's also on my Instagram, avw606. And please again subscribe to the YouTube channel, 40 dogs in 40 days. And we'll see you next time for Korean dogs. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching 40 Dogs in 40 Days. Really, really, really appreciate it. Just wanted to say, if you can, please check out one of these other videos that's going to be posted on here. And make sure to also subscribe as well. I would love to have some more followers, some more comments, anything, any sort of feedback would be appreciated. Thanks.